High school calling for street circle martial arts, and this is piston punching. There are a lot of ways to punch, right? The majority of people are hip punchers. They just gun and they swing like this, right? And it's okay. And in some arts, though, you'll see like what they call a piston punch, because it's like this, like a piston, right? I've seen a lot of guys do it. I've seen very few of them that do it well. I see a lot of guys who hit really fast, but it has no power on it, and it just annoys people. So how do you do it with power? What's the point of it? There's got to be a reason it's done. So let me show you why. So unlike punching that comes from the hips and the shoulders, a piston punch comes from the elbow. So what you want to envision is there's like a spring here, and it just kind of like that, right? Just pops and pops like this. You actually feel it. It's almost like if you had a fist and I pushed him from the elbow. That's what it should feel like when it comes out of your hand. It should feel like it jumps like this, and it's very poppy like this. The problem people have with this punch a lot of times is you'll see this. And what does that do? I mean, it doesn't do anything. So there's two ways to generate real power on this. The first one is from your legs. If you're going to throw this, it's very important that you get your mass behind it. To sit here and hit someone with just your hands like this does absolutely nothing. So for me, if I'm going to throw this, what's going to happen is I'm going to throw it, but I'm going to run into them with my weight. So I'm taking all my mass and trying to put it into that hand. So it's just boom like that, right? So when I do this, I'm going to pop. See, I pop like this. It's quick, it's very efficient. Is it as powerful as this one? Probably not. But when you're in close and you just need to get something off and get it quick to get that first shot, it's very devastating. It's not a jab. It's not like you're flicking it like this, right? It comes from here, it connects to your hip and your core, and you pop it like this. It's not enough to just go like this. When I want to do this, I want this to connect to my shoulders and my hips. So when I throw it, it goes like this. See how like there's this lift? There's like a lift with the leg and the hip so that it's behind it, so it's structurally sound. The other way you add juice to this is you expand. Most people are contraction punchers. What I mean by that is they pull in with the body like this. They don't expand out. A lot of times when I throw this one, when I get to this point, instead of me turning in, I'm going to open. See how there's this open like this and my chest opens up, and that gives it that really good pop on it. Especially with the, I hate to call it uppercut, it's more like an up, it's not a twist. You want to be, I like to throw this one because as it comes this way, I can get my hand under it, I can extend to the ceiling, I can expand it, I can get my hip through the shot like this. So it's boom, like that. So I'm going right up. It's devastating, just devastating if you do it right. But it's got to be short and it's got to be aligned. The problem people have with this is either they go ahead and then they go like this, which has nothing on it, or they flick and they don't use the body. So when you're doing this, it's really important that your body aligns to it. And if you want to add more to it, you burst on it. Because I want to get my mass through him. I want to take his face. So it's just boom like this and through. And it's just like that, right? So remember, feet. See how quick and efficient that is? Just bang. It's almost impossible to see coming. Especially if you're here and you just step. It's non-telegraphic. And it's got a lot of juice on it. I'm not saying it's your finishing punch either. But a lot of times if you get that first one off, it sets you up to throw that next one that you really want to throw hard. So you practice this. Do it on pad. But when you first do it, you just want to feel. How like it jumps like this. Don't use the body yet. Just feel the jump like this. Doom, 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 doom. Right? And then you want to slow it down and feel how as it jumps, your body twists with it like this. So how your body opens. And when you get better, you want to feel how like your body moves with it. You want to come through them with your core. Don't plant and hit. It's not the point of this. The point of this is I'm running through him. As I do this, boom, I'm on him. if you look at this, my foot doesn't land until after the hit's done. So my foot is actually a little bit up in the air as I finish that blow. The reason for that is because if I come down with the foot, all the energy goes into the ground, then I have to reestablish the energy and I have to come back again. But if my foot is moving this way, so is my energy. So if I come like this through it, all the energy goes into it. So you can take this punch, which the way it's done a lot of times is almost not usable, and actually make it really good if you understand how the body works with it. But you got to play with it in movement, and you got to play with it in expansion and contraction, and see how the body works and how it generates force. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please feel free to leave comments, suggestions, and share. Thanks for everything you've done. It really helping my channel grow.